The Vaccines Cozy Karaoke Volume 1 EP. Let's chat about it. Hey guys, what's going on? John here from What's Spitting, here tonight to chat about this new Vaccines covers EP. The Vaccines are a UK-based band, and around the time of their debut, I was not immune to their charm. At the time, I was literally craving anything in the world of garage rock and anything resembling post-punk revival stuff, so the Vaccines were a no-brainer for me at first. As a matter of fact, I think their debut, What Did You Expect from the Vaccines, doesn't get enough credit. No, it's not wildly new or exciting as a lot of other bands around this time, but there's no denying that tracks like Rah 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 and Post-Breakup Sex and my personal favorite Norgard are some of the catchiest in the genre at the time. However, what followed, at least for me, was a couple of really rough years from the Vaccines. Their next album, Come of Age, was really frustrating. It was a lot, I don't know, catchier and poppier, but it certainly wasn't catchy enough to be a pop album, but it was also way too poppy to be anything resembling garage rock anymore. And English Graffiti was even more frustrating because here they were writing some of the best tracks they've wrote in years, like Dream Lover, but also paired them along some of their worst tracks that I've ever heard. But with 2018's Combat Sports album, I know I was in the very small minority here, but I thought it was a blast of an album. Yes, it was their poppiest, catchiest album to date, but it was just that. It was the band diving headfirst into a poppier sound, not really screwing around anymore, and honestly nailing it and writing some of their catchiest tracks in years. Now, leading up to this new covers EP, they dropped a few samples, and they've run the gamut from heartfelt and decent to genuinely offensive, at least to me. Let's chat about this thing. Starts off with a cover of Wanda Jackson's Funnel of Love. And I mean, it's probably not the worst track here. I like some of the kooky vocal inflections as well as the sense of mystery here. Between these whisper quiet vocals and this all practically lo-fi Jangle pop instrumental, it's a really sharp, weird left turn for the Vaccines. Also, it just does nothing that wasn't done so much better on the original. I mean, cover albums and cover EPs are so ballsy, though. They always have been. If you are new to this channel, you'll know that over the years I've been very, hit and miss on them because I feel like most cover albums are just that. It really depends on the song. It's very hit and miss, and very rarely do you find a cover album or cover EP from start to finish that's enjoyable, this included. However, their cover of Queens of the Stone Age, As No One Knows, broke me. This is borderline offensive. Now, I'm in a bias because, honestly, Queens of the Stone Age are my all-time favorite band. But this goofy, whisper quiet, mellowed out version of this song just comes off goofy. All the edge, all the intrigue that this track originally had is gone. And in its place, we get really bland instrumentals and even worse vocals. And their cover of Buffalo Springfield's For What It's Worth, I don't know, it's not for me either. I mean, everyone and their mother has covered this damn song. And let me tell you, the Vaccines bring nothing new to the table. The lackadaisical performance, this instrumental that's just so safe. Ugh. However, you know what, I'm going to say it, there are some decent covers on here as well. For one, their cover of Casey Musgrave's High Horse is solid. I mean, I was really worried about this one. You're talking about a very glitzy, glamorous country track. That's a hard track to cover, but it's genuinely smooth. It's got some really slick grooves to it, and much like the title of this EP, it's very cozy. I mean, it's not exactly the Casey Musgraves version of this track, but honestly, I love it. We also have Telstar, made famous by everyone from the Ventures to the Tornadoes back in the day, and honestly, it's pretty good as well. I mean, it might just be me, but the rest of the tracks here are so lackadaisical and whisper quiet. This one has a little punch to it. It's sunny and fun. I like that, and I'm falling for this one. This is what happens when the Vaccines bring in a little bit of energy. And listen, if this is a little bit too bright and sunny for you, I get it. But this, for me, is just really feel good. And Fire is a really wonderful surprise to end this EP. From the last Waxahachie album, this was one of my favorite tracks of last year. And you know what? The dreary, low-key instrumental brings out an interesting element to this track. It's smooth, it's silky, it's even a little soulful at points. It's, you know what? It's, once again, not maybe as good as Waxahachie's version, but I will say this, their heart's in the right place and the performance is admirable. So this latest covers EP from the Vaccines, it's just as hit and miss as every other covers album and covers EP that I've covered on this channel. I mean, pick your poison. There are some of these covers that are really heartfelt and really smooth and genuinely, you know, a decent cover. There's also stuff on here borderline offensive and shows the Vaccines bringing nothing new to these tracks that already were. Plus, the low-key, lo-fi jangle pop vibes of this EP are just odd for me. It's very average. I'm feeling a decent 6 on this EP, but let me know what you guys think down below. If you like the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, guys.